Ethiopia is one of the largest and oldest independent countries in Africa, never to be colonised by another nation, well, minus 5 years of occupation from Mussolini's Italy. It is also the second most populated country in Africa, and the most populated landlocked country in not just Africa, but the whole world. While this ancient country may now be known as Ethiopia, this wasn't always the case, as historically the country went by a different name, Abyssinia. So where did these two names come from, and why was the name changed from Abyssinia to Ethiopia? Like I said, Ethiopia is an incredibly ancient country, having its roots in 980 BCE with the Kingdom of Demut, so this isn't as clear to us, like how the country of Burma changed its name to Myanmar. The name Abyssinia too isn't as clear to us. It's thought to come from the Arabic Habasa, coming from the Amharic Habash and the Arabic Habash, which means mixed and a mixture respectively. So why is it thought that Abyssinia was named after a word for mixing? Well, this is because the land of Abyssinia was the home to a mixture of people and races that lived on the land. Nevertheless, this Arabic word of Habasa was Latinized over time to Abyssinia. The name Ethiopia, however, is of Greek origin, coming from the Greek Ethiopia. Ethiopia is thought to come from the Greek ethor, meaning I burn, and the Greek ops, meaning face. This etymology references a burnt face, but why exactly? Well, this etymology is of Greek origin. It's not a native Ethiopian name, though Ethiopia's native name in Amharic is now a variation of it. To these Europeans, one of the most striking features of this land would have been the darker skin tone of the people who live there. A lot of Europeans may have never seen people with darker skin, leading to them referring to these darker skinned people as having burnt faces, in turn naming the country after this. Without delving into whole other subject areas that would not only involve my personal opinions over fact, but would probably enrage the YouTube gods, I won't talk about the social issues that could arise from this name. Perhaps that can be a video for another time. So that's where the two names come from, but when exactly did the name change from Abyssinia to Ethiopia? Well, like I said earlier, there wasn't a clear-cut changing of names. It seems the names throughout history have been used interchangeably. One of the earliest times the name was changed from Abyssinia to Ethiopia was in the 4th century CE, when King Azana of the Kingdom of Aksum wanted to convert his kingdom to Christianity, feeling Ethiopia was a more Christian name for the country as opposed to Abyssinia. But the name Abyssinia would appear once again, though unofficially. The Ethiopian Empire lasted from 1270 to 1974. That's over 700 years. This empire was also known as Abyssinia. Even today, some languages still use a variation of Abyssinia over a variation of Ethiopia as the name for the country. Ethiopia was suggested by Tom Logren over on Patreon, and thanks to their suggestion, they will now be honoured as Name Explain's patron saint of Ethiopia. If you want to become a Name Explain patron saint, then why not support the channel on Patreon? Just $1 and up earns you the chance to suggest a country for the next patron saint video. And of course, thank you to all my patrons. These extra Tuesday videos wouldn't exist without the support of you guys. So if you enjoy these videos and want to be a greater part of our Name Explain community, then why not support the channel? Just $2 a month gets your name here with all these awesome people. Thank you.